We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Martin Perez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
At the plate, Byron Buxton. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, man, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They have really come alive on the offensive side.
いやー、昨日の試合もね、前田健太さんをなんとか攻略できたんで。
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done.
鈴木さんもおはようございます。
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
わお、またヤンキース負けてますね。わお、やったら足速いじゃないですか、あの人。
Oh, and he breaks and they've got him picked off.
アウト。
Slapped the tag on him and he is out at second base.
いきなり飛び出してくれましたね。
To the plate now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Lifetime against Martin Perez. He's just 1 for 6. High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0. Time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's looking a little bit too much on that outside.
2連勝してる時にレイズがね、2連敗するというありがたい結果が。
1 out, nobody on. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Bradley is there, and that's the second out of the inning. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. Coming into the game, he's among the leaders in the AL in stolen bases. Sure, that tells you he has a lot of speed, but what it also tells you is he does a great job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard in this one.
Into the box, Luis Arias. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
2 out, nobody on.
足が速いし、リードでかかったから、
Swung on, but fouled off
試
to
しに
the
投げ
left.
たら飛び出してくれましたよ。 よっぽど二塁行きたかったんですよね。うわー、これは落ちそう。あちゃー。しかもこぼす。
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
At the plate now, Mitch Garver, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those two-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Giro, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That two-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Line hard, but foul.
なんとか打線も蘇ってきたんでね。
To third, Devers gloves it. Nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. One left for Minnesota, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Randy Dobnak, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the fours coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Stepping up now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, he wrote a spot like that. That's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down. That's a pretty good job. But anyway, you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Standing in now, Josh Hawkins, as the first pitch misses to him.
思わずエアコンを入れずにはおられんかったですね。今年初めてのエアコンをつけましたからね。
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, C.J. Chatham, as he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball 1. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 5 homers, 18 driven in. That misses 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now the 2-0. Grounder down the line at third. Donaldson's up with it to second for 1. He was off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Here's J.D. Martinez. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2
い
of the
や
3
ー、このマルティネスさんも46
Yeah, this
本目
guy's
いき
got
ま
the
した
home
よ。
run and runs batted in thing figured out for the Triple Crown, but he's not in the top 5 in the batting average if he wants to win the Triple
昨日
Crown.
も満
So
塁
he's
ホー
going
ム
to
ラン打
have
ち
to
ま
make
した
up
か
a
ら
lot
ね。
of ground.
打点も荒稼ぎですよ。
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push
50
something to the
本は多
opposite field.
分シーズンいけると思うんですよね。
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind
かなり
nothing
甘
in
い。
2. Martinez is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. Tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you could tell he is just super confident against right-handed guys. You know,
あ、
sometimes
レ
it's
イズ戦で
coincidence.
ね、もうボ
Sometimes
コボ
it's you
コ
don't
に
see
され
many
てから
lefties, Matty. But
だい
bottom
ぶ
line
調
is,
子落ちとったんですけどね。
75% of the time there's a right-hander on the mound, and this guy finds barrel.
なんとかこのツインズ戦から蘇ってきましたね。
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now in 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And he just manages to get his hand in. The 2-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
And here's Jose Peraza. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
あ、そこまでね、球が速いわけでもなく。
Here's the 1-1.
Nope.
スライダーとスプリットはどうも得意みたいで
With
す
2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a ground ball to third.
Wow,
This will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2 and 2. And another foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
尿管結石のめっちゃ痛いとかいうの見たことありますよ。
The 2-2 started to chase that time, but then he
もう死
wisely
ぬほ
holds
ど
off
痛い
for
とか
ball
言ってま
3.
したけどね。
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Nothing in the Boston first. We've played an inning at Fenway. No score here on the show. Second inning set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Eddie Rosario.
Number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
今日はちょっと昨日の言ってたラーメン屋にちょっと行こうかなと思ってるんですけどね。あのラーメンもなかなかうまいんでね。1年以上食べてないんちゃいますかね、あそこ。
Left side, but well foul.
焼き飯がめちゃくちゃうまいんですよね、あそこ。
Here he comes again, 1-2.
まあ唯一欠点なんかね、駅がめちゃくちゃ離れてるんですよ、店から。中途半端のとこに駅があるから。
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to
基
start
本
the
あそこ
second.
も車で行ったら一番ね、止めるとこもあるから楽なんですよね。電車で行くとちょっと場所が悪いっていう。それは大丈夫ですよ。
Forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie
調べ
Betts
た
out
ら
there.
11時から営業って書いてあ
Long,
ったんで、
accurate arm, and we know he can roll the ball.
Inside ball.
未だにやっぱ人気みたいですね。
No score here as we play inning number 2.
結構昼間でも行列
Sliced hard
で
on the
きるぐらいい
ground.
ますからね。
Devers fields it cleanly. Throw on to first will get him. Score it 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
こってりしたラーメンがまたうまい。
Now in the box, Josh Donaldson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
ラーメンプラス焼き飯で確か1100円やったと思うんですけどね。
Pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
That counts 0-2.
まあぜひともケンさんも大阪来た時はおすすめの店
Hit
なん
on
で。
the ground to third. Devers has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7.
Rafael Devers.
Here's the first pitch to him. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
まあ駅はちょっと離れてるっていうのがあるんですけど、まあ食後の運動にはちょうどいいかもしれないですね。
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
Count even at 2-2.
ああ、それはなんか聞いたことありますね。
3-2 the count for Rafael Devers.
王将でもなんかもう一つの王将ありますもんね。
Another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's one away.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. I want to focus on the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, playing third base, not only from the offensive side as he evolutionizing the game with his new swing path, he'll also dive into the stands defensively to save a run for his pitcher.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 33 home runs and 85 driven in. The 0-1 on its way. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Bogarts, a native of the island of Aruba. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
でも明日は雨らしいですけどね。
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
朝からちょうど雨らしいですわ。
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. And he fouls this one off. Try to make
さ
something
すがに
happen
昨
with
日
2 gone in the
10
bottom
点
of
以
the
上取っ
second.
とったから難易度がめっちゃ上がってますね。これでもかと打ち倒しましたからね。
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
2-2.
That's popped up
これは
out
タイ
towards
ミング
short
だ。
right field. Arias is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in, Jake Cave, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. And with 1 away, time for a look at our current standings, and you can see that these guys enter play down by just 2 games in the division race.
ヤンキースはちょっと離れてきましたね。
So 1 away now in the Minnesota third, and into bat next, the utility man extraordinaire Marwin Gonzalez. Too low, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
8月入ってるからこれ相当暑いしね。
Short, hit hard, fielded cleanly, and that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now. First delivery to him on the way.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Down the line and fair, that's a hit.
やばい。
Throw
こ
into
れは打たれ
second,
る。
but he'll be
さ
in
すが
there
足
with
が
a
速い
double.
As we look
98
again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking 2 right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
In now, Jorge Polanco. Swing and a line drive, but foul. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Comes set, the 0-1. Grounded to third, scooped up.
よっし
Throw
ゃ。
in time, and the side is retired.
まあ
Danger
まあ
averted
まあ、いい
following
感
the
じ
2-out
で
double.
抑えてま
We
す
play
が。
2.5. No score on the show.
ヒットはちょこっと打たれてますけど。わお、こんな暑いのにこんな格好してはるんですね。かなり冬仕様ですね。
They entered the day's contest leading the major league in home runs. And talking with some of the hitters during batting
打
practice,
率
they
は
said
もう
home
ダン
runs are
ト
a
ツ
big
低
part
い
of
ん
their
ですけど、
game,
ホーム
but
ラン
it's
数
not
が
something they're going for when they step
メ
into
ジ
the
ャーナ
box.
ンバーワ
They
ンで
said
す
as
ね。
long as they're attacking
225
good
本打って
pitches
ま
to
すよ。
hit, their swings will oftentimes do the rest. Guys?
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go for the
Leading
last
off,
half of the inning,
Red
and that'll
Sox.
bring up the outfielder,
The right
Andrew
fielder.
Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is low, ball one. Two and oh now. Three and oh now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Swinging on 3-0, and it's fouled right into the catcher's glove. 3-1 now. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. And it's fouled away.
ドブラックさんもそこまでまあ打ちにくい感じはない
And
で
good
すか。
patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. So he's aboard here with the leadoff walk, and this has been a very patient ball club so far this year as we view the league leaderboard for team walks. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read, he was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is on the ground.
Wow,
one there. Back to first, and great work by the pitcher hustling over to cover as he takes the throw for the 3-6-1 double play. Stepping into the box, Josh Ockamy, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 2-0.
Outside.
Two and 1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Now the pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And here's the 3-2 from him. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Chatham swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". This is his first year at the big league level. Fouled away. The 0-2 home. Hot shot to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Now batting, left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. On to Lansdowne and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 47 thus far, as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Into the box now, Jose Peraza. And she'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And he fouls this one off. And he misses 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Their count now at 2-2. Full count to Jose Peraza.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. We played 3 full. Boston leads it 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Martinez moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Digging in now, Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
At the plate now, Eddie Rosario. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. On a rope to the second baseman, and they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
The right fielder, Matt Kepler.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. He's set and the pitch.
Nope.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Count is 1-2.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set with the 0-1. Line drive, base hit down the line.
Now batting, catcher,
Rich Hill answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter.
Number 44, Rich Hill.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Andrew Benintendi reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kepler's there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie Bradley.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
This is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. It's Jackie Bradley Jr. who hits the jackpot with this big swing. We're through 4. It's now 4-0 Boston. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it feels like every time they've made contact, it's been hard contact. And the numbers certainly back that up. In total, they've hit an amazing 10 line drives in this game alone. And while some of those have resulted in outs, it's consistency that has this coaching staff feeling really good about what they're seeing right now.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Josh Donaldson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. And now a pitch on the way. Grounded softly to the right. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jake Gay.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And in to hit next will be Jake Gay. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now another 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a pitch on the way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Gonzalez, a previous member of the Houston Astros, who was signed as a free agent. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping up is the shortstop, C.J. Chatham. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. And it's fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
2-2 the count. And the pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Jose Peraza is on deck. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. Popped him up. Polanco calls for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batter, the second baseman.
Striding in for Boston, Jose Peraza. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
1-2.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Ball 2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're in front 4-0. Set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Devers has room in foul territory. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Ready for another shot now. Jorge Polanco 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Out of play. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Batter number 2, second baseman, Luis Arias.
Stepping into the box, Luis Arias. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to problem.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken high and outside for ball one. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Fouled off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer him dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Now here's the pitch.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Still 1-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He'll try again 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. To make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center, and you can see right there he currently sits 2nd on the Red Sox in that category. So stepping in, Christian Vasquez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull the trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Ready with the 1-0. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. The 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Heading after it is Kepler. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The right fielder, number 16, Andrew Benintendi.
Standing in, Andrew Benintendi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Red Sox leave one. They lead it 4-0. Seventh inning ready to roll, and now it'll be the catcher, Mitch Garver.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Digging in once again, Eddie Rosario. No hits and 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
So coming to the plate, Max Kepler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fouled away. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They're down 4-0.
7th inning, correct.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jackie Bradley Jr. First offering on its way.
Bradley Jr.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
To the plate now, Josh Ockamy. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. No hits to this point. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Misses, ball two. This is pulled into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Next up for the Red Sox, C.J. Chatham. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one.
Oh, 2-0. Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2-2 now. And it's fouled away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Josh Donaldson digging in now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Kyle Hart's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 81, Kyle Hart.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The 0-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. He was great all night long.
Matty V, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings. Watching from the dugout now, hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. So striding forward now, Marwin Gonzalez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. 2-out success, and that means Byron Buxton bats next.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue.
Ready for another chance? Jorge Polanco. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the stretch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gonzalez rounds the corner and is headed home. On to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but I'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Striding into the box, Luis Arias. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
The 1-0 home is a breaking ball in off the plate.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Skied into straightaway right. And Benintendi's got it to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Red Sox. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, J.D. Martinez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Hit hard to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Into the box now, Jose Peraza. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Michael Chavis will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Clearly fooled there on the slider. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Liner toward right center. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael.
Here now is Rafael Devers. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, man. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Michael Chavis will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning. Leading off the inning, Mitch Garver, and they'll need him to get something going here. Kevin Plawecki is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 25, Kevin Plawecki.
Bobby Dalbec is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman.
Number 29, Bobby Dalbec.
Alex Verdugo is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right.
Now playing right field, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
Kevin Pillar is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
Number 5, Kevin Pillar.
Brandon Workman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 44, Brandon Workman.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. The 1-0. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Ranging back is Bradley on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Coming to the plate now, Eddie Rosario. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2, the numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, Pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Hit hard to the right. Foul. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie.
Fouled away. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Swing and a liner. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Boston Red Sox led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Martin Perez earns win number 7 on the season. Randy Dobnak worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Brandon Workman earns the save out of the bullpen, his 25th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Twins, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.